students, now let us start with the numericals, or let me explain you how to prepare ledger accounts. Before starting, I would like to tell you one more thing. See, we are not doing accountancy chapter wise. Fine, I'm picking up the chapters from in between because I know how to make you clear the things, or how to make you things like how to make you understand the things. Fine, so you will see those who have books that I am picking up the things from in between, and moreover I'm not going to complete the whole chapter also. It means this chapter ledger, I'm doing just the starting part with you. The rest of the portion will do with the other chapters. It means there is some different method of posting transactions like this, and as I told you that we also prepare sales book, cash book, purchase book, sale return book, etc, etc. So many books we have to prepare. So we should also learn how to post or how to make ledger accounts from those books. Fine, I hope I'm clear what I'm saying कि अभी आपने journal को इतना record करना सीखा. You know how to pass these journal entries. That's good. But one thing more I told you, that when transactions are too many in number, then what we do? We, instead of recording transaction in one book, we divide these transactions in different books. So from those books, how to make ledger accounts, that is also a part of this chapter only, ledger. But this thing I'll make you understand when we'll do those chapters. Means cash book, like one of the part of the journal is cash book. Got it? So cash book से ledger कैसे बनेगा? One of the part of the journal is purchase book. Then how to make ledger from purchase book, or how to make ledger accounts from sales book. This we'll do when we'll do the chapter cash book, purchase book, sales book. Means जैसे जैसे हम उन chapters को करेंगे वैसे वैसे I'll tell you how to make ledger accounts out of that. But today I'm going to tell you how to make ledger accounts from normal entries. Got it? Like from these entries, how to make ledger accounts. First of all, I need to tell you one thing, that we have to prepare all these ledger accounts which have been mentioned in the entries. That means if I talk about first entry, cash to capital, then I'll make ledger account of cash also, ledger account of capital also. Next entry is furniture to cash. Cash I'm already preparing, so I'm going to prepare ledger account of furniture. Then purchases to Vishal, I'm going to prepare the ledger account of purchase as well as Vishal. Then next entry is Vishal to purchase return. I'm going to make ledger account of Vishal also, purchase return also. It means whatever account you have opened in all these entries, you need to understand how to make ledger accounts. The format or the method of preparing ledger accounts is same. Only one little difference is there. Now see, as you know, we have three categories of accounts: real, personal and nominal. So the method of posting entries in real account, in personal account and in nominal account is same. Fine, but what is different, that is just only the ending part, that how to conclude the account, only this thing varies, rest everything is same. So let us start with the real accounts first of all. From all these entries, you can easily make out how many real accounts do we have. Real account means the accounts of all the assets, right? So start counting how many real accounts do we have. First entry is cash to capital. Cash is real, capital is personal. Then furniture to cash. Furniture is real, cash is real. Purchases to Vishal, where purchase is nominal, Vishal is personal. Vishal to purchase return. Vishal is personal, purchase return is nominal. Vishal to cash to discount. Vishal is personal, cash is real and discount is nominal. Then cash to sales, where cash is real, sales are nominal. Then Hero Limited to sales, where Hero Limited is a personal account of all the natural persons, companies, banks, schools, colleges, hospitals, everything is a personal account. Same way, sales, nominal. Drawings, drawings, what are drawings? Drawings are the part of capital account only, so drawings is also a kind of personal account. Fine. Then cash, real, purchase, nominal. Mohan is a natural person, so personal account. Cash, real, discount, nominal. Again, cash, real, discount, nominal, hero, limited, personal. Fine, this is hero limited. Then purchase, nominal, Pavan, natural person, personal account. Rent, nominal, cash, real. Salary is nominal, cash, real. So count how many real accounts do we have. It's just cash account, which is a real account. Furniture account is a real account, and that's all. Apart from cash and real, we don't have any other real accounts here. So it means that first of all, if I am going to teach you how to make real accounts, then I'll start with cash followed by furniture. Fine. So you have to prepare this way. Let us start. Now see, cash account. It means this account or this area is only and only for the transactions which are related to cash. Remember one thing, that whenever I want to record any transaction on the debit side, it will always start with the word to. If I want to record any transaction on the credit side, it will start with the word by. It means the transaction on the debit side will start with to, the transaction on credit side will write with the word by. Now, as I told you, we have to shift transactions from journal to ledger, and shifting of transactions from journal to ledger is known as posting. It means now we are going to post the transactions which are related to cash in the ledger of cash or in the cash account. So see how to post it now. Have a look on the first entry. First entry is cash account debited to capital account, right? Now in this transaction, cash account is debited, correct? You can see cash account is debited with rupees 2 lakh. So if in the journal entry cash account is debited, then in the cash account or in the ledger, this transaction will be recorded on the debit side of cash account. And we'll start with the word to. Now cash account is debited with which account? Check. Cash account is debited with the account capital. So what I'm going to write here? To capital. And write the date. It's April 1. Write the amount. Cash, you can see cash account is debited with 2 lakh. So write here 2 lakh. Come to the next transaction now. Next is furniture account debited to cash account. Check which account are we preparing. We are preparing cash account. In this entry, cash account is credited. So we are going to record this transaction on the credit side of cash account. In this transaction, cash account is credited. No, हमने ये देखना है कि हम कौन सा account बना रहे हैं and whether that account is debited or credited. So in this entry, cash account is credited. So we are going to record this entry on the credit side. And whenever we record any transaction on the credit side, it will be started with the word by. Now here, cash account is credited by which account? Furniture account. And cash account is credited with rupees 20,000. Then write here by furniture 20,000. Fine. Now come to the next transaction. And then write a date of date also there. It's April 3. So it's April 3. Now come to the next transaction. Have a look on next transaction, students. Next is purchase account debited to Vishal. Check. Purchases to Vishal. But we are preparing which account? Cash account, right? And in this transaction, cash word is not there. It means neither cash account is debited nor cash account is credited. So when this entry is not related to cash only, so we will not record it. Next, Vishal to purchase return. we are making cash account. We are not making Vishal's account or purchases return account. So this transaction also will not be recorded. Now see, the next is a compound entry. I explained you the meaning of compound entry earlier also. Compound entry means when there is either more than one debits or more than one credits. Like in this entry, there is one debit but two credits. It means there is one account in debit side but two account on the credit side. That's why this entry is known as compound entry. Now check. There are three accounts: Vishal, cash and discount. Which account are we preparing out of these three? We are preparing cash account, right? Now in this entry, cash account is credited, discount account is also credited. But we are preparing which account? We are preparing cash account. And cash account is credited with rupees 19,000. It means that we are going to record this transaction on the credit side of cash account, because in this account cash account is, because in this entry cash account is credited. Now cash account is credited because of which account? Vishal's account. So what am I going to write here? I'll write here by Vishal. But check, cash account is credited with how much rupees? 19,000. Many students, they make mistake here that instead of writing 19,000 they write 20,000. But no, it's not like that. You can easily check. The amount in front of cash account is 19,000 only. It means that cash account is credited with rupees 19,000 and cash account is credited by Vishal. So what I will write here? By Vishal 19,000. So I hope this point is also clear to all. Now move to the next transaction. Next is cash account debited to sales account. Now in this entry, cash account is debited with rupees 40,000. करेक्ट? आप जो अकाउंट बना रहे हैं उसके सामने कितना अमाउंट लिखा है, यू आर कंसर्न विद दैट. सो कैश अकाउंट डेबिटेड with rupees 40,000. Fine. So this entry will be on debit side. But cash account is debited to which account? Sales account. So what I will write here? To sales. Keep writing the dates also. And the amount is 40,000. Next, Hero Limited to sales. So here cash word is not there. It means neither cash account is debited nor credited. So we will not record this. Now next is drawings account debited to cash to purchase. Again it is a compound entry because here there is one account on debit side and two accounts on credit side. Got it? But out of these three, which account am I preparing here? I am preparing cash account here. So check. Cash account is credited with rupees 10,000. It means entry will be on credit side with 10,000. But this account is credited by drawings. इस account को credit किसने किया है? Drawings ने किया. So right here by drawings. Next, Mohan debited to cash to discount. It means Mohan's account is debited, cash and discount account is credited. Again it is a compound entry. Out of these three I am preparing here cash account only. So cash account is credited with rupees 70,800. So right here by 70,800 and cash account is credited by Mohan. So right here by Mohan. I hope this point is clear. Now come to the next entry. Next is again a compound entry because there are two accounts on debit side and one account on credit side. Now here out of these three again I am making cash account only. In this entry cash account is debited with rupees 8850. It means this entry should be on debit side. It should start with the word to, and cash account is debited because of Hero Limited. So I should write here to Hero Limited. Next is purchases to Pawan. There is no involvement of cash in this transaction. So this entry we will not record in the ledger of cash. Next is rent account debited to cash account. In this again cash is credited. So entry will write on credit side. I'll write by rent and amount 2000. Last entry salary to cash. Again here cash account is credited. Entry will be on credit side with amount 4000. It is credited by salary. So write here by salary. Now students, check what we have done now. We have just posted the transactions from journal to the ledger of cash. What I did just the posting. But here the story doesn't end. After posting, what we have to do? We have to do its balancing. First of all, see, if I am writing any transaction in the debit side of cash account, then first of all understand the meaning of this. First of all, listen. Real accounts are those which are related to assets. Cash is an asset. Secondly, the rule which is applicable on real account is that you have to debit the real account whenever something comes in, and you have to credit the real account whenever something goes out. Now here, if I am making cash account, it means the transaction which I have recorded on the debit side shows that cash has come into the business. The transaction which I have recorded on the credit side shows that cash has gone out of the business. If I am writing here like to capital, it means that cash has come into the business of rupees 2 lakh in the form of capital. If I am writing to sales, it means that we have sold the goods and we have got the cash of rupees 40,000. If I am writing to Hero Limited here, it means that Hero Limited has given us the cash of rupees 8850. If any transaction is on the credit side of this account, it means that cash is going out. If I am writing here buy furniture, then this transaction means that we have purchased the furniture and cash goes out. Check. Furniture to cash means furniture is coming into the business, cash is going out of the business. So simply means here also. And here by Vishal means that we are making payment to Vishal and money is going out of the business. By drawings means the owner has taken cash from the business for his personal use. By Mohan means we are making payment to Mohan and cash is going out. By rent means we have paid the rent. Check. And then by salary means we have paid the salary also. So I hope by now things are clear to you that the account is real account and the rule which is applicable is debit what comes in, credit what goes out. So transactions on the debit side shows money is coming into the business. Transactions on the credit side shows money is going out of the business. Now this is known as posting. Now what after posting? After posting comes the balancing. Balancing means to make both the sides equal. Fine. If you total them, you will find out that debit side is not equal to credit side. You'll total. It's 2 lakh plus 40,000 is 2 lakh 40,000. 2 lakh 40,000 and 8850 is total is this. Fine. And if I total the credit side, it is somewhere around 39,000, 49,000, 51,000, 55,000 and 55,000, 7,800, it's near about 62,800. So is debit side equal to credit? Can you see? Here it is 2,48,000 something. Here it is 62,800 something. Now what does it mean? It means that total 2,48,850 rupees has come into the business in the form of cash and out of 2,48,850 we have spent how much? We have spent 62,800. करेक्ट? इसका मीनिंग है इतना कैश बिजनेस में आया है एंड टोटल 62,800 हैज गॉन आउट ऑफ द बिजनेस. नाउ व्हाट वी हैव टू डू? वी हैव टू टोटल them. Check on the board which side is greater. It's crystal clear, debit side is greater. Fine. Then write the total of debit side on both the sides. Write the total here. It's 248,850. Put a double line. Then write the total on the credit side even and put a double line. Right here 248,850. Done. Now which side was smaller? Credit side was lesser. ठीक है ना? Credit side was 62,800. So this side was lesser. So now what we have to do to make them equal, to make credit side equal to debit side, I need to carry down some balance. Debit side is greater, credit is smaller. I want to make them equal. ठीक है? Equal कैसे लेकर आएंगे? How we are going to do that? Check. Debit side is 248,850. Credit side is 62,800. So credit side is smaller than debit side by rupees 1,86,050. There is difference of 1,86,050. It means that if I write 1,86,050 on the credit side, then credit side will become equal to debit side, right? So how to write it? First of all, any transaction is always started with the word by, right? I am writing some balance here, then I have to use the word by balance carried down. By balance carried down. I repeat what I did just now. I total the debit side and I total the credit side. When I total the debit side, I found that total of debit side is 248,850 and total of credit side is 62,800. So which made me very clear that debit side is greater and credit side is smaller. So now I need to make debit side equal to credit side. दोनों को equal करना है. So there is difference of rupees 1,86,050 between both the sides. So what I did, I wrote 186,050 on the credit side. I'll start with the word by, then write by balance carried down. C/D stands for carried down. Now both the sides are equal. One more meaning of this thing is that 2,48,850 rupees has come into the business. 62,800 we have spent. So now how much cash is left in the business? Cash of rupees 1,86,050 rupees has left in the business. So now if debit side is greater, here debit side is greater, no? So what do we call it? That cash account has a debit balance of 1,86,050. क्या बोलेंगे इसे? We'll call it as cash account is having a debit balance of 1,86,050 and this 1,86,050 is cash in hand because this much cash has come into the business. Out of 2,48,000 we have spent 62,800, so we are left with 1,86,050 rupees. It means this is cash in hand. Now debit side is greater, so we have to put the difference on the credit side. So it means that out of 2,48,850, 62,800 I have spent, so I am left with rupees 1,86,050 with me now. So I'll call it as cash account is having a debit balance. Why I'll call it debit balance? Because debit side was greater. So cash account is having a debit balance of 1,86,050. So I hope this point is clear to all. Now start with the next real account, that is furniture account. Keep on practicing, just have a look if things are clear. and just keep a note side by side. Now start making the accounts also.